It's got some culture and excitement and history. And I live in a old as hell building. Like, it's gross. It's old. The paint is like falling off, not in your food, but pretty darn close. There's way too many termites. And the windows by themselves don't close. They just kind of like lay on top of each other, which is the design for South Beach that they had before air conditioning. Then they had to put the AC units in, so it's a window unit. It's like it's a total shit show, but it's super fun. And the reason why it's super fun is because it's under very strict zoning. So like you can't build more than 3 stories on the interior of the island. Like the exterior, like the circle around. Let me see if I can just bring it up right now. The exterior, yeah, we can do this right now. Yeah. So this is where I live. So the exterior, so like Alton all the way down, right? I don't think you can see my cursor. Maybe you can. So you can build high rises here, but the interior of the island is all 2 or 3 stories. So it's very like garden apartment. It's super fun. It's strict zoning, but that also means rent is hilariously expensive. It's worth it because I run up and down the beach, which is cool. So I literally I wake up in the morning on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I run up and down, which makes your calves get huge, right? It's just super fun. And then some people, they'll run up and down Star Island, this is where really, really rich people live who wish that they lived here, which is even like richer. So we're talking like, $20, $30 million homes. And this, by the way, is where like all the cruise ships go. So you can see all the cruise ships right here. And the cruise ships, like when they drive out into the ocean, they literally go this way all the way through. And you can stand here and wave and look at all this stuff. And then like South Point Park it's like a cool place, right? Your house sucks, but it's a cool place to live. The reason why I moved there is this is the first place that I moved after let me rephrase. So for people who don't know, like I literally got fired 3 times in 9 months from the only real job I ever had. Girlfriend broke up with me, had to move back home with my parents in my spare bedroom. Really didn't like that. And so moving to South Beach really represented getting out. Like getting out of my shitty scenario, bad times, like new person type thing. And this is where my getting out was, right? Like in this area right here. As it turns out, I no longer feel like I have to get out, but now I feel like I have to transform. And so I went on Trulia, I went on Zillow, I filled out a whole bunch of forms trying to find the next place I wanted to live in. I'll probably be living in downtown, like either downtown or Brickell, which is pretty darn cool. I like the vibe. It's going to be fun. I'm naturally introverted to like hanging out, so I have to force myself to hang out, and I move where people are. It just works, right? And so I really wanted to like no longer get out, but instead transform into the person that I wanted to be. And for me, that really represented getting a better non-shitty place. So here's what I did to get a better non-shitty place. I went on Trulia. I filled out 5 forms. I found 5 apartments that I was willing to live in all along these areas, which is great. As it turns out, the apartments that I'm filling out cost between $1,500 and $2,400 a month. That's just the price range for downtown Miami. So let's do this math. 1,500 times 12, that is $18,000. That's a month of rent. And 2,400 times 12 is $28,000 a month, a year in rent. This is my lifetime value. This is what I will be paying to somebody over the course of a year. This is what's called customer lifetime value. So be nice to your customers that could be spending $18,000 to $28,000 with you. Just be nice to them. Like pick up the phone, get them in the office, remove reasons why they can't buy from you, normal stuff, right? So let me increase this font size. So in my head, I'm going, if a client or a customer filled out a form on my website that could be paying me $18,000 to $30,000, I would call them back. I would at least call them back, right? I filled out 5 forms. Guess how many callbacks I got from the 5 form fills. And these are on Trulia. These are on Zillow. Realtors are paying to get my lead so that I could spend just shy of $30,000 a year in rent. Guess how many callbacks I got from the 5 form fills on Trulia, on Zillow, that people are paying to be part of. I want you all to drop in the chat. Just put a number in there between 0 and 5. You can't be that wrong. You only got 5 options. Just let me know in the chat exactly how many callbacks you think I got from filling out 5 form fills to pay $18,000 to $28,000. The answer, by the way, is effing 0. 0 callbacks. None. I'm going to be paying, let's just say, $30,000, 0 callbacks. And it wasn't like I waited 5 minutes for a callback. I mean effing 0 callbacks in 48 hours. Like, what the hell? Are you serious? Like, how am I, as Trulia or Zillow, at fault because you are not calling back your clients and customers? If I was Trulia, I'd be yelling at every single one of these people saying, what the hell's wrong with you? I just sent you a lead that could be paying you $15,000 to $30,000. You're not calling them back. What the hell is going on? So as a client, however, as a Jeff that's looking to spend money, I took the initiative. I called them. After 2 days of no callbacks, I said, screw it, I'm going to call them. And on Trulia, you can fill out the form, right? And there's actually like 5 agents to choose from. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'll bet it was actually 25 leads that were generated from my 5 form fills, but whatever. So there's a phone number on the bottom left of the listing. You can call them. So I called them, and I got on the phone with a guy named Nigel. Nigel, normal human being, picks up his phone call, has an English accent, great to talk to on the phone. I said, Nigel, my name is Jeff. I filled out your form and didn't get a call back. Of course, I'm a dickhead like that. And he said, oh, I'm so sorry about that. How can I help you? I said, Nigel, I'm looking to rent. And then I said my address, and I said the apartment number. He said, all right, great. Let me go ahead and take a look. I said, hold on. What do you mean take a look? I'm interested in taking a look physically with my eyes tomorrow. What do you mean I'm going to go ahead and take a look? He says, well, I have to check to make sure it's still available. I said, it's on the website, Nigel. I just want to schedule a time. He says, I'll have to call you back. Fine. Fine. Okay, fine. What he should have done is said, great, I'm going to schedule a time. Give me what you're available. Let's get you in the books, and I'm going to go ahead and confirm. That's what he should have. He said, got my information, and then confirm, not said, all right, I'll call you back. I'll take a look. No, Nigel, don't do that. Get me in concrete, get me in writing, find a time. What you should have said is, Jeff, that sounds awesome. Let's schedule a showing. What times are open for you tomorrow between 2 and 4? I would have said 3 o'clock. I put in my calendar. Great. He says, that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and confirm, and I'll call you later today. Perfect. That's what he should have. But instead, he just, fine. He's calling me back. 6 hours later, he calls me back and says, Jeff, bad news. They took the unit off the market. Great. Fine. So this is the summary of my first 48 hours of experience with a realtor. 5 form fills, 0 callbacks, and 1 unit taken off the market. Fine. Whatever. I don't care. I'm going to transform with or without your help, stupid realtors. So you know what I do? I call the building, the actual building of the unit I want to move into. I call them. Hey, my name is Jeff. I want to move into apartment number. I need you to connect me to the realtor right now. The lady said, I'll call you back. Nope. I want you to connect me right now to a realtor. I want to check out this apartment tomorrow. The lady says, okay, one moment. Transfer me to a realtor. The lady picks up the phone. Great. This is not anybody that I've tried to call before. This is not anybody that I've form filled with. This is a brand new person. Her name is Julieta. Great. Julieta, my name is Jeff. I'm interested in renting in this building, in this unit. I'd like to take a look tomorrow. She says, sure. We schedule for Wednesday at 10 a.m. Great. As it turns out, the building is on my commute. So I live here, I drive this way, and the building is right here. Great. So I stop by. I take a look, and I say, very Sam Ovens style, okay, I'll take it. Within about 15 minutes, I had verbalized to her saying, all right, I'll take it. Very Sam Ovens style, like remove the reasons why you can't make a decision and just start making decisions. The purgatory of quagmire of unknown is where you die. Yes or no lives. The unknown is where you die. So I said, I'll take it. She gives me 3 forms online. I sign them. Wire the money to her brokerage company, not to her, but to her brokerage company, to secure the apartment. Great. 24 hours later, she says the realtor representing the owners went with another offer. God effing damn it. Somebody's trying to spend $18,000 to $28,000, had to call back people, had to take a look, and then only to get rejected. Like, how is this good at all? Like, I can go on Amazon and buy a fucking washer and dryer. I could go on Tesla and buy what? A $36,000 car, sight unseen, that deliver it in 2 weeks. But I have to do all of this. It's no wonder everything is going to shit. It's no wonder everything is moving to Facebook and Amazon and Google, because somebody's got to deal with this. Literally, somebody that's ready to spend $30,000 has to deal with all this. I was ready to move in yesterday. It's like, great, I'll take it. Just kidding. Went with another offer. Blew my mind. So I want to say categorically, as a whole, this is what you accidentally deal with as a Facebook ads agency that deals with realtors. This is what's been happening, and this is what's been going on. And this matters for you so that you have a higher level and critical thinking process. Generated a lead. In this case, this was Trulia. Zillow, same company, but it doesn't matter. It could be you, Facebook, it's Trulia, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Generated a lead. Somebody sent that lead to the realtor. As it turns out, that was Trulia sending it to the realtor. What should have happened is the realtor initiates, I don't know what that was, a callback and begins to process the lead. This is what's supposed to happen. That's it, 3 steps. And I don't care whether like you're doing dentist ads or realtor ads or carpet cleaning ads, it's the same process. It's literally just lead, send, process. That's what's supposed to happen. Now, what Trulia has done is they've changed this up a bit. So Trulia will generate a lead and send it not to 1, but to 3 or 4 or even 5. So they'll send it to, I think when you fill out a Trulia form, it goes to 4 people. So this is what Trulia does. They'll generate a lead and send it to person number 1, person number 2, person number 3, and person number 4. And then each of these people have their own processes and steps. Maybe they do a callback, maybe they do a text, maybe they really push to schedule, whatever it is, right? They do all of this stuff. Now, what happens is most realtors don't have this process. They don't have this back end. They don't have these steps. And the realtor that doesn't will immediately lose the lead. It'll be gone forever because the person that has the process and the steps will win. All this realtor will do, by the way, is bitch that it don't work. Realtor ads don't work. Trulia ads don't work. Zillow leads don't work. They send them off to 4 or 5 people. By the time I get to them, everything is horrible. They don't want to buy. They always go with somebody else. The person that says that, the realtor that sends that, doesn't have the back end process. They don't have these squares. The realtors that do end up winning. Now, what these squares look like depends upon what the realtor actually sets up. And so for some realtors, it's call back every day for 7 days, as an example. For some, it's text immediately and schedule a showing, right? Whatever it is. It all depends upon how this backend is set up. And there's a reason why I'm telling everybody here this story. And so if we took a look at like my backend that I set up for my clients, we have a lead notification. Then we have, guys, you can use this, by the way, to make some money today. A lead notification and then a sneaky survey. Let's do that. And then there's the auto callback. And then we'll just say it forced call. And then there's about, let's just say 7 days of automatic emails and follow-up. The realtor with the better backend wins every single time. By pure coincidence, I got 5 real estate agents that probably just bitch about how it don't work. Nigel's backend and follow-up is get them off the phone ASAP and then confirm, which is probably bad. So this is like Nigel, right? So this is Julietta, which is call back immediately and schedule a showing. This is Julietta. This is Nigel. This is what I would do if I were a realtor. I would just be collecting all these leads and setting up active campaign back and all that fun stuff. So if you are dealing with a real estate agent, show them this chart. Screenshot this darn thing and be like, hey, this is why it's not working for you. It's not Zillow. It's the number one thing that isn't working is you don't have a backend. You text them back. There's nothing automatic. By 48 hours, you've lost everything. This is why it's not working. So Mr. Johnson, if you had a backend, do you think you'd make more money? How much money could you make? Great. I'm going to charge you $4,000 one-time fee, set up this whole thing. If you need me to help you set it up again, that's fine. We'll figure out the details. But the end result is, guess what? You need this backend. Because if you don't, you are just like the 5 other realtors that didn't have an automatic backend. I'll bet you dollars to donuts, these guys are sending emails by hand manually. They're waking up every morning, getting to the office at 10, emailing back like, when did you want to see the apartment? Not good enough. Not good enough. There's too many distractions. You can't simply email and say that's the end of it. You have to do all of this stuff. I hope this makes sense. You need to be having the stance and the conversations with your realtors saying you need the back end. You cannot simply buy leads and expect all of a sudden for it to work for you. That is no longer competitive. That's like having 2-day shipping when everybody wants it immediately. That's like having 2-week shipping when everybody can be downloading it immediately. That's like saying, hey, Jeff forgot his gym shoes today and he went on Amazon Prime and just ordered some effing sneakers showing up at 3 o'clock so he doesn't have to go to the store. That's the back end. This is where the money is. Not the front, not with the lead. This is a money loser. This is where your clients make money. And this is the difference between ad agencies that have clients that pay $3,000, $5,000, and $7,000 a month. And this is ad agencies that struggle for $250 a month. That's the difference right here. And if you're hashtagging, send me that chart, just screenshot the sucker right now. If you want to go into more depth and more detail on how to set this up for you, or how you can set this up for your clients and learn once and sell it again and again and again, go to calljam.com. I will walk you through this, and then you can just have a great time. I've got a course that goes over all this fun stuff. It blows my effing mind that I'll bet you 5 of these real estate agents, or these 5 form fills, are probably going to these people right here that complain about all this stuff. So if you've got any questions about like my realtor journey and why I'm bringing it up and all this stuff, now is the time. But this is what I'm trying to communicate. I, as a real life human being and a client, as a real life human being that has money to spend and is an end customer, took an interest and had a next step. And as it turned out, 7 out of 8 real estate agents drop the ball because they don't have a back end. And your clients are probably doing the same exact thing, which ties into my nutritionist coming up. So if you want to make more money with your real estate agents, sell the back end. Don't talk about leads. They don't care. They're already spending money on Trulia, already spending on Zillow. If you're competing against Trulia and Zillow, you're probably going to lose because if they're saying like, I don't make any money in Trulia and Zillow, it's because of this. It's because they don't have this. So if you just build this out, $5,000 one-time fee, they're going to be jumping up and down because now they can do lead notifications, sneaky surveys, welcome text, force call, automatic, all that fun stuff. So like if you do this and tie it with Trulia, they're going to be jumping up and down, and then you can take the Trulia account. Otherwise it's like you're going to be losing money every single time. So just FYI, I'm going to check the comments right now.